what it is and it'll be what it'll be. I am Pacou Mutombo doing better than wetter and butter. And that's that on that. This is Confi'Dance and I got the first lady on the show. We got Cleo. How you doing? How are we doing this? Is it a this and a hug? Hug? Okay, cool. Let's hug it out. Oh man, you know what? You got your beanie going on. You know, I planned this. I need to put this.
Cool out here, man.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So I gotta do the same thing. Man,
okay.
You know what I'm saying? Gotta be on the same page, man. I'm trying to tell her that I'm trying to get her Timbs because I mean, you can see matches right here, dog. You know what I'm talking about? Where did you get this actually?
I got them in Portugal, in Lisbon. I was like, I always wanted Timbs all my life, and I was like, I'll save up for them one day. and they always say you must always have one pair of Timbs for your whole life. I've heard that from someone actually once. They were like, your first pair is your only pair. And then I was in Lisbon, and this is like the typical towel that they have all over the walls.
Okay.
So I was like, that's the pair I want.
Okay, and now so then with that being said, if you say your first pair is your only pair, why did you not go traditional with the colors?
With like the brown one?
Yeah.
Oh, that's the best one. One day I'll see you here. I'll have a fake one, just so I have my only first pair is this one and then a one that looks similar to it and is a lot cheaper. I'll have one of those one day. Those, I love those.
Okay, cool. Here we are having a
different.
ball ourselves. Please introduce yourself. Tell us what you do and who you is as a person.
My name is Cleo Notcutt, and I am a dancer, choreographer, creative director, and I run a company called C. I'm from Cape Town, but I've now officially moved to Johannesburg, but I find myself in Cape Town a lot, or all over the world.
Is it because your work is over there, or?
Sometimes, well, family also, but
okay.
When I do get work, I actually don't tell people in Cape Town that I live in Joburg, so some people really still think I live in Cape Town.
First time on Confi'Dance, baby! Now you all know.
That's actually true.
The jig is out.
I don't know, when I moved to Joburg, I was like, I would rather want to see myself as a South African choreographer, creative, dancer, so not like a Cape Town person. So I am originally from Cape Town and I'm so proud of that, but I like to see myself as like, I could be anywhere. So
okay,
often
so
you won't know.
Talking about being in areas and all that stuff, is that what C stands for?
Yeah.
Connecting and collabing with Cleo.
People always think one of the C's is Cleo.
Yeah, because they see the future.
It's a good one. I'll give you that one. I know it stands for Connect, Create, Collab. So it is basically that. So being everywhere does actually benefit that. So it's about connecting people, collaborating with different people, and just creating platforms everywhere.
Okay. Funny enough you say that because I had Sipo last week and he actually mentioned that. I knew what obviously C stood for. I just want to have a go at you. But tell me, he spoke about you having people going to Singapore and all that stuff, and solo expressions.
Yes.
And seeing that you guys want to take C in a place where dancers can be theatric, if that's the word.
Yeah. Theatrical.
Theatrical.
Like yeah. So it's like, so we have a show, Most Wanted, which we do in Cape Town and now in Joburg. And when we came back from Singapore, I went to Singapore with my family. I went like 3 or 4 years ago with my family, just because we have family friends there.
I see. Okay.
And when I was there, I was emailing some studios because I was like, hey, I want to come and take some classes, just meet some dancers, get to know the dance scene there. And there was someone I just emailed, I don't know, he was like, hey, can we meet? I was like, cool, let's meet. And this guy, Nick, who runs Jam Republic, which is a conglomeration of all these companies and almost promoters and people all over the world.
Yeah.
He has all these people underneath him, which is called Jam Republic. I didn't know this when I met him. I thought he was, I didn't know I was meeting with him actually. And then, so I was like, cool, I have a meeting in Singapore. And he was like, I've done my research on you. And he had met a lot of people in New York who I had studied with, who he is very good friends with. And just people I'd met over time in New York because I've been there a lot. And he was like, he's heard good things, and he's kind of researched what I've done as Triple C, and he's like, he feels like we're in a line with what they believe in the culture and promoting it and everything. So that's kind of, and then he asked us as Triple C to be the South African and African affiliate of Jam Republic.
Nice.
So yeah, that was crazy. I don't think me and Sipho really knew what that meant until we did a lot of research on Jam Republic, and then Solo Expressions kind of built from there. We went to Singapore together, we met everyone there, and then we were like, let's create something that is in a line with what we believe, so a theatrical aspect of a competition, but something that promotes soloists to kind of express themselves without competitive, sometimes certain competitions and battles have certain, they have rules and you have to stick to certain things, and we just kind of wanted to be a bit more of like, who are you, what would you express? As well as bringing in our Singapore connection. So yeah, basically the winners of that won trips to go to Singapore with us.
And I believe one of the guys was Genesis?
Genesis, yeah.
Genesis
Was the...
Cleo, I must get Genesis in here, bro.
Yeah, definitely, yeah. He had a great experience there. Well, we sent them over to go and take workshops and learn, and that's also something we believed in, like taking dancers overseas for something different, not only just representing your country to compete, but go and learn and take in from people you see, look up to, and you want to learn from, because they have a combination of pioneers as well as like famous choreographers, So it's like a combination of them. So it's a great place for people to learn on different aspects. Yeah. So he went over, but he also competed while he was there, so he had a good time.
Okay, no, I should ask him about, try and get him on here. As you can see, we're trying to do this thing. Yeah, there's a coffee machine in the back. Yeah, man. Apparently we don't have coffee here because the milk is bad for your throat. That's why we, just for show. Anyway, you mentioned New York.
Yes.
Why did you go to New York?
I went.
Did you research, or was it?
So.
Was it somebody?
So there was a No. There was I was working in Cape Town a lot. So this is like my story as to where Triple C kind of started. Yeah. So I was working in Cape Town, and I was teaching a lot, and there was a couple at my church who actually they were kind of mentors of mine, and they sat me down one day. They were like, where do you want to be in 5 years time? I was like, I don't know. I just couldn't answer for it. I was like, I want to teach you and do this and this. And they're like, no, where do you want to be? What do you want to do? Anyway, they basically said if you could take all aspects, all money, or everything out the way, all consequences, I don't know, like circumstances, out the way, and you could just be anywhere right now, where would you be? So I was like, I'll be in New York, dancing, studying dance, and doing stunts, because I really want to do stunts.
Stunts, as in like a...
Be a stunt woman, yeah.
Really?
Yeah, but I haven't done it yet, but I will sometime. But that was really what I wanted to do.
Okay.
And the funny thing, I don't know, I like the thought of like jumping off walls.
But it makes sense because you used to beagle a bit, if I'm not mistaken. So so it makes sense. I can see.
No, I love that. So anyway, they were like, okay, cool. Now we've got you thinking and dreaming again. And it was quite a scary thought, because I was like, wow, I'm only like 21, and I'm out here just like, I'm going to teach, do this and this and this. And they were like, take everything else that you're thinking is impossible, and just if we could make anything possible in your mind, what would it be? And I answered them in like a second. Anyway, met up with them a couple of times, and they were like, how are we going to plan this? How are you going to save up? So I was like having dinners with them, but to plan the, how many years I'm going to save to go and study in New York and do all these things. And then one day they met with my parents. They were like, okay, well, we've to tell them why they've been meeting with me all the time, like it seems so weird, And in that time, they offered to sponsor my entire trip.
Whoa.
Yeah, so it was just like an incredible blessing, and like I have so much to thank them for. But that was really my journey. So I studied in New York, met a load of dancers, and then just kept going back. Once a year I saved, I came back, worked, saved, went over, and that was like my major journey. And when I thought I wanted to live in New York, I loved it. The rawness of the place, the dance that is like, Everything just like
Take you down,
in
man.
all the corners where things originated, and the people are just so present there. The pioneers are so they're there. No one feels famous there. You're just like you're part of a family of dance, and no matter where you're from, you know?
Humbled.
So yeah, it's like a place that I knew I wanted to be at. I had a job offer there, and I was like, oh, I'm gonna get my visa right. And then when I came back to South Africa, I was like, actually, that is my place of inspiration. I have a duty. I have something to do here. Like, I have bigger dreams of projects and things I want to do that will make a bigger change here. Whereas instead of just being a dancer that kind of feels great in New York, you know, I can always go back there. It can always be my place of inspiration. But that's why I chose to start Triple C.
So through the back and forth, connecting flights and
countries.
the Triple C's came into play. Okay, cool, no problem. What else can you say about yourself? I mean, where to from here? Where to for Cleo from here?
So there's a lot of things that that myself and Sipo want to do as Triple C, but as like a person, as Cleo.
As Cleo. I'm getting somewhere with this.
I'm getting married soon.
Yeah, that's what I was going to talk about. She came to Josie to find love from Cape Town.
So I'm getting married soon, which is so exciting. I met the man of my dreams, and he's also a dancer as well as now an actor.
Yes, even the land, right?
Yeah. So
What's his name? Tell us your hubby's name.
His name is Dwayne Williams. So I will be a Williams.
Is it going to be a double barrel surname or just straight
I've been
up?
talking about that. I don't know. I can't let go of the Notcutt. It's a strange surname.
Yeah.
I don't know. So not sure yet. But yeah, we're getting married next year. Planning a wedding is hectic, but it's great at the same time. And for myself, I realize like I have a really big passion in traveling and discovering cultures wherever I go. So I never want to get fixed in something like in a certain place, because I always want to be able to get up and go and travel and learn and come back. I feel like some of the things that I've created or concepts that I've thought of is spurred on from these experiences that I've had all over the world. So that is something I will continue doing, like continue traveling as long as I can financially, you know. But I have a lot of projects and passions and things that I want to do within Africa, and I think that's where me and Sip are really just trying to build to eventually, is taking a step out and further. We did last year. We really like grew our name in Zimbabwe last year, which was amazing, and I've been there like 3 times, and the people there are beautiful and they're passionate, and they think we as South Africans are celebrities. So it's a weird thing when you go.
People do say South Africa is the New York of Africa.
Do you know what I mean? And they feel that, but it's so funny because they are just our brothers and sisters on our doorstep. So I just want to, in that way, like I feel my compassion and my ideas and everything just grows when I travel. So I know that we want to, as a company as well as myself, and I have lots of things I want to do, but I'll see.
But marriage is where it's at right now.
Yeah, I mean that is something that becomes quite an event that you have to organize. I'm an event organizer. When you get to your wedding, I'm like, wow, this is hectic.
Well, anyway, I wish you all the best with that. To be quite honest, from the team here, you better invite us, right? I'm only playing with you. Guys, this is Cleo Notcutt, this is Confi'Dance. Where can they get hold of you?
Online.
On the line.
On Instagram.
What are your handles?
My Instagram handle is Cleo Notty. CLEENOTTY. Don't know why that is it.
Why don't you have like a thing there when you sing those things in like a ball?
Oh yeah. This is what's gonna happen now. I'll say it slower. No, I'm joking. And then you can also our website. We are Triple C. WeAreTripleC.com. Yes. I'm a mess. Or email and everything like that. Facebook, there. Just the normal ways, you know. I'm out there.
Okay, before we go quickly, your hair, man. Everybody talks about how does she keep How does she keep her hair the way?
I hate it. Okay, this is something I hate. I literally hate it. I'm like, yes, okay, I know. I don't know why. It's so annoying. But when I was on So You Think You Can Dance, there was one morning there was a live show.
Yeah.
Then we came off the next morning. You know, you have a fan base that's telling you accept all the people. That's why I have so many random people on my Facebook, which is really weird. I'm like, oh, because the people on So You Think told us we must.
Yeah, you just accept.
Must just accept. Yeah, you need a fan base, and there was no Instagram at that time. Anyway. People would be like, oh, this person, read this message that this person sent me. The morning, all the contestants chilling. I'm getting messages, not about my dancing, about my hair. And I'm like, oh my word, how do you make your hair like that? Your hair is so great. I was like, or my crew, Beetroot at the time, in Cape Town, they'd all come up and we're like a combination of 2 females, 3 like hip hop dancers, all sort of dancers, and 2 b-boys. And everyone would come up and be like, oh my word, you're an amazing dancer. And I would literally get told my hair. It was like a complex of myself. I was like, what am I dancing? Like, seriously. So I'm like, I'll wear a beanie today.
Yes, you do.
But yeah, no. I can't answer that. I don't know. I have a hair dresser that I always use in Cape Town.
Okay.
When I went to New York, I didn't cut my hair or do anything once because I was like, no, I don't trust anyone with my hair. I don't know. That's a strange question.
No, but that's what it is.
On the flip side, I hate it when people. And every time I talk about it, it seems to happen immediately. Someone comes up to me at the shop or something. I'm like, oh my word, you're like, this is annoying.
You got it here first, man. Confi'Dance. So next time you see her, ask her about her hair, all right? Cleo, thank you for coming through. I know you're busy, and as dancers, we're trying to make ends meet with everything that we're doing. We wish you all the best with your marriage, or should I say wedding? And thank you for coming through. This is it, guys. I'll see you guys next time. It is what it is, and it'll be what it'll be. And Pacou Mutombo doing better than when I am out. I'm actually saying Pacou Mutombo doing better than the weather in the Boro Boro. And that's that on that.
Okay.